Hello, my lovelies. Welcome in. This is the Saturday special, and I am doing the Animal Spirits, okay? And this one is all about the dragon. Do you feel like a fire-breathing dragon? Well, let's see, okay? Okay, the dragon is seeing one's most true self, balancing the ego. The dragon sees everything. Its essence has been with us since before our first breath and will be there at our last. It watches us navigate the external world as well as our inner world. When dragon energy is awakened, we are courageous, visionary, and can easily drop into witness consciousness. It is almost as if we are traveling with a great friend inside of ourselves. When we look in the mirror, deep into our eyes, we may even glimpse the self behind the self, the one who is watching us. This is the power of the dragon, breathing transformative fire into every cell of our bodies. Witnessing this omnipotent energy, even for a brief moment, helps us surrender and let go. We let the dragon inside guide us. We hop on its back for a ride, and as we traverse even the most difficult terrain, the dragon's eyes see beauty everywhere. It is said that if a yogi does not see beauty in the world, their Agni is dim. Agni is described as inner fire or sacred intelligence. May even just the mention of the dragon stir these embers of intelligence within you. The dragon and the third chakra. The subtle energy of the dragon lives at the navel center, in the Manipura chakra. Manipura translates to the city of hidden gems, and behind its gate burns the fire of our transformation and digestion. This sages believe health of the fire at the navel center is what governs our body to clearly see both the inner and outer dimensions. So do you have the dragon spirit in you? I don't think that I do right now. Maybe I do. I don't know. Shit. Let's see what the tarot has to say about this dragon energy. Alright. Dragon energy. Dragon energy. So far, I see two major arcana here, guys. So, see what the third one is. Okay. So the first card out was the Hierophant. So, rules, regulations, sort of like, like religion, doctrines, maybe even justice. And then we have Temperance here. And then we have the Ten of Swords. Oof. So this is rules, regulations, and the Temperance is about, I think it's more about balancing or making a decision. Come on, Temperance, show yourself. Your goals and dedication have helped you find balance in your life. Now is the time to concentrate on solidifying that balance so life's unexpected events will not sway you from your center. So we have rules and regulations here, and then we need to have balancing, so things like the Ten of Swords, like feeling like you've been stabbed in the back by somebody important, doesn't sway you in terms of your inner beauty. Do you know what I'm saying? That inner dragon in you is not going to react when somebody that you care about stabs you in the back. Because that can happen. The only reason that we get so hurt by some people sometimes is because we cared for them the most. And if they turn on you, it can feel pretty bad. Um, but if you're able to stay like centered in your faith and in, that balancing to where nothing will harm you, Do you know what I am saying? A little South Park humor there. Okay, so we're going to go with the Beyond Lemuria cards. And then we have number 23 here, Endless Opportunities. I just had that not too long ago. Let's see here. Wow, and it goes right to it. That's beautiful. I like that. Decision-making, choice, crossroads, unrealized opportunities, taking the path of least resistance, heart over mind, direction, focus, energy, the high road or the low road. Okay? Decisions, options, and opportunities. It's wonderful that we have the freedom to choose, but times of indecision can be so hard and almost suffocating. The more we use our minds to battle the pros and cons, the more we move out of our hearts. Often the best way forward is to step back and do what it takes to get out of your head and into your body so your gut feeling can guide the way. When making a choice, you may consider anything that doesn't feel like a total yes as a total no. Perhaps none of the apparent options are right, or any choice could be the right one if you wholeheartedly pick a direction and give it your best shot. When faced with a decision, check where your energy lies. Peel back the layers to see where you are making your choices from. Are you choosing from fear-based survival or a place of love? A choice founded in love can make you feel light, excited, passionate, and give you butterflies. It may be a little scary, but in a good way. It might not make sense to your mind. It may seem out of your comfort zone or undermine logic. The low road can look like the safest, easiest path. It may avoid or lessen immediate pain and confrontation, but it will be long, winding, and exhausting. The high road might look perturbing, but will cut through old stories and lead directly to the heart for growth and transformation. When you choose to step forward boldly, it takes courage, but you will discover a place of trust. Rather than staying small, hiding, or running away, you will expand and open yourself to growth. This is where magic happens and synchronicities you could never have imagined land in your lap. But first you have to step into the unknown and let your heart guide you. Whatever thing you wanted was right there in front of you. Make the important decision to let go of outdated limitations. What could be worse that happens? Reach for what you want and know it is closer than you realize. Divinatory meaning? You have options and opportunities you may not have realized. The universe wants to give you what you want. It's all there, so reach out and wholeheartedly choose it. While you sit on the fence, your experiences are diluted or confusing. We live in a time of choices, so sometimes reason and limitation direct our choices, and we feel unfulfilled as a result. Choose life from a place of heart, compassion, and integrity, and you can't go wrong. Beautiful. So, it really ties in with this kind of dragon energy as well. Sort of about making a decision that you know is going to be the utmost good for you, right? Okay, then we have number 16 here, loving compassion. Loving compassion. Unconditional love, empathy, compassion, care, friendliness, goodwill, benevolence, beyond duality, safe space, forgiveness through expanded perspectives, open-hearted joy. Loving kindness is the greatest forces available to us on earth. It has the ability to transform all. Unconditional love is a vibration most closely aligned with God or the divine. When we allow ourselves to drop deep into the heart space, we feel interconnected and in a state of oneness. As we choose to direct our lives with love, all that is not real or serving us will drop away. Conflicts resolve, power struggles dissolve, and a sense of inner peace and comfort will radiate from within. Love is the root of happiness. When we can fluidly give and receive with the ease of breathing in and out, we can fly freely. Loving compassion is a fundamental element in the balance of life. It holds the seeds of a new paradigm of evolution. When doing hands-on healing, this is the force we call on. It is life force energy or God essence, and it brings healing, vitality, and transformation to everything it touches. When we manifest or affirm something into the world from a place of love, the reasoning imbued in the statement will reflect our intent. If we manifest from fear, our journey will bring all the learning needed to gear us back into love. Unconditional love transcends duality. It sees beyond reasoning and situation to allow new stories to be told and for new beginnings to emerge. It transmutes all that is out of balance back to 0 point and bridges heaven and earth. The divinatory meaning, this card invites you to bring more loving to the situation at hand. Whether it is towards yourself or someone connected to the question, it may imply a need for forgiveness or for seeing things from a fresh, more expansive perspective. This card is a reminder that you are loved and have infinite access to the gentle yet powerful forces of loving compassion as and when you need it. To bring yourself back into heart, think about those you love and moments with them where you have felt joy. Expand this feeling out to more and more people, creatures, and places until the whole planet is infused with this beautiful, warm, and loving feeling. Isn't that sweet? It almost made me cry. So, endless opportunities, loving compassion, it's all within the dragon spirit anyway. I mean, you can feel like you've got stabbed in the back, but if you really look at it through a lens of like that temperance, you know, the balancing and everything like that, it's all love. It was all fear, and you know, you have to see from a really balanced perspective. Okay, let's go on to the Shaman's Dream Oracle cards here for my dragon. Okay, let's see here. Number 18 here, and that is Eyes of the Eagle, rising above the fray. This is just about rising above it, you know? Anything that might harm or belittle a situation, you're going to rise above it. You're going to be the, and I'm not going to say the better person, because really in situations like these, it's not really about better, it's about learning and having the compassion to give back. And I get it, sometimes it's really difficult to find that compassion for people who have harmed you, you know, who have literally erased you from their life like you never even existed. You know, I know that it's tough to find that loving compassion for those people, but they do need it, obviously, if they're punk asses. So we have number 20 here, Feast of Plenty, choices and their consequences, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and get the book for that one, and I will read that one to you. A great feast is laid out before you and requires you to choose what will satisfy your hunger, something new and unconventional with its potential for bitter or savory qualities, or something you already know you love. You are faced with a plethora of options right now, and while that may seem to be an extraordinary thing, too many choices can throw you off balance. You might be worried that once you commit, you won't be able to turn back or refuse to confront the consequences of that decision. The most important thing to realize is that the feast is offering you experience. No amount of overanalyzing or strategizing will help you make the right choice now. Don't debate the right or wrongness, instead just choose. In the choosing is the seed of experience, and that is what's necessary now. Sour, bitter, sweet, savory, what matters is relishing the experience until you digest all that your choice is offering you right now. Only one warning, avoid the same choice if it keeps you hungry. If something didn't feel good or does not bring you what it seemingly promised, do not choose that again. That experience will only repeat itself, and you will have more than a bad taste in your mouth. The feast is yours to enjoy. You can always go back for more when you're hungry again. For life, blessings are ever available to you and calling your name. So, do not choose things that have not satisfied you in the past. It will just be the same unsatisfying thing. No matter how many times that you've gone back to it, you know that it's not yours, okay? So there are plenty of things out there in this world. I mean, there's so many beautiful things. Okay. So we have number one, triumphant success. If you keep on the path of this kind of meditative, like, balancing act, you will have that triumphant success. And then we have number 16, disruption. This is about, this is about the good path, about rising above, and this is about the other choices, the disruption that you might feel if you do go back to those same things that have always left you heavy at heart before. If you make those same decisions, you're gonna feel trapped and discombobulated. I love words, they're so amazing. Discombobulated. Alright. Let's go ahead and go to the star seed cards now. I rarely use these guys, so I need to start breaking them out more. I swear the same 4 cards have been coming out all day. Just really crazy considering that, yeah, the same cards should not come out. But anyway, you are not alone. Isolation, physical connection, and community. So yeah, you are not alone ever. Like, even though no matter, you may feel horribly alone, you are not. You always have your community of peoples, okay? There's always your kind out there. Trust me, there is. And then we have karmic relationships, Orion energy, polarity, soul growth, and conflict, okay? So this goes back to this disruption and making choices that you've already done. You know, those are karmic relationships. Those are the ones that keep you in these cycles where you continuously stay and you're not learning the lesson that needs to be learned, which is that it's just not right for you. No matter what you put into it, it's just not right for you. These are the karmic relations that are there to teach you a lesson. And it just depends on you how long it takes for you to learn that lesson, right? Great. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and end this reading with the Secret Garden tarot here. Okay. For the dragon. Alright. I think that's good. Bloom and attract more than butterflies. So it's time to bloom. It's time to be you. Generosity. Sow seeds of kindness. So be very generous with your kindness. And that you know, because it's like, oh gosh, that movie with, Jesus Christ. I don't think it's Macaulay Culkin, but it kind of looks like him, you know? And Kevin Spacey, I know that's probably like, Pay It Forward. Was it Pay It Forward? Where he did something very nice for somebody else, and it kind of caused this kind of chain reaction. So I would say pay it forward. Be a generous soul, and sow the seeds of kindness so it can be paid forward. I mean, even as silly as it sounds, like in a fast food line, pay for the person's meal behind you. I mean, it does seriously see this, like, kind of like, oh shit, you know, that's so beautiful. Okay, and listen. Be alert, the soft chiming bells called to nearby fairies. And it would be apropos to get this with the dragon, because I know a dragon, and me and him have talked about this card several times. Several times. So yes, listen. I mean, it also reminds me of Legend of Zelda. You know, the little fairy that that follows you around. Hey, listen. So yeah. All right, my lovelies. If this resonated with you, please like and subscribe and share. Helps my channel grow, and it gets me to more people. And yeah, and that's my goal, is to reach as many people as I can, to help them heal through crappy things, because that's how I came to tarot, is that it was a healing thing. Well, I didn't come to it came to me, and it was a healing thing for me when I went through a dark night of the soul. So anyway, much love to you guys, okay? Until next time, bye.